Mhm.
Welcome everybody to Twitch Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, now back on Tuesday, now on YouTube. My name is Nat. That is Dylan. I lost my train of thought there, but I think I nailed that intro. It's been a while, Dylan. How you doing?
It's been a second. I love that every time we do this show, it's the return of Twitch Tuesday or Twitch Tuesday.
Every single time. This is the longest hiatus yet. It's been like
this
a month.
has been the longest hiatus yet. As it turns out, picketing and supporting the Writers Guild and things like that takes it out of you. And as everybody
Really
knows, me and Nat are strong, good, comedic writers. So
that's right.
We stand with the Writers Union. Take that, Drew Barrymore, in your show.
Yeah, take that, Drew Barrymore. So, what have you been up to, Dylan? You got anything fun to talk about?
Not really. No.
Yeah, me either.
No. I was watching the new episode of Ahsoka because apparently it comes out late at night now versus like just randomly early in the day.
Have they not been coming out at midnight?
Not that I've been aware of. Like, I feel like they've been like early Tuesdays, not on Wednesday.
See, I haven't like kept up with the new like Disney Plus drops.
Yeah,
lately.
That's fair.
Have they always been doing that, like just middle of the day?
Like Ahsoka has been weird. I feel like Ahsoka has been the one that's weird about it. Like it's been dropping like super early on Tuesday, maybe even late Monday. But I know usually it runs on Wednesday because we always kept getting fucked over. We move back to Tuesday. All the Disney Plus content dropped on Wednesday. So yeah. So TLDR, this is not an Ahsoka review, but the first 4 episodes have been slow and the most okay Star Wars that you've ever seen. You're mostly watching it for Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Rosario.
I didn't even know she was on the show.
Yeah, she's Hera, so she's a Twi'lek, which is just about as most fetish as you could have got me to be on board with this show. And like this show loves its butt shots, but that's not the point. No, the point is that episode 5 is dropped, and this is another episode directed by Dave Filoni. And for no fucking good reason at all, this episode's insanely good. Like, all right. So for a quick rundown.
Oh, great. This fucking guy.
Not for the plot. I'm just saying in general, right? Like, episodes 1 through 4. Like, 5, 6, peaks of 7, right? There's some pretty good moments. Jake, tell me if I'm wrong. And then...
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm talking about Ahsoka. So, just really quickly.
How you gonna talk about episodes 5, 6, and 7?
I'm talking about episode 5 that came out today, and I've only got to watch half of it. But...
yeah, I only watched like a third of it.
Right, so I've watched like that. But
I paused it to come join you at.
Same. But here's the thing. Episodes 1 through 4 have been like totally okay. It's just been like okay with highs of like pretty good, right?
Yeah.
This episode so far, I'm halfway through it. It's been fucking killing it. I'm like, why the fuck are you great? Why are you just killing it? Like, it feels like all the gas is on with this episode.
It's a little weird. Like,
weird.
I don't know how far you are in, but like when she like gets young again, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, she goes young again, and then she just ended up back onto the bridge.
Yeah,
that's where I've kind of.
That's about where I'm at.
Yeah, but like the cinematography is like crazy good. Like, it's like much more interesting. Maybe that's just the Anakin stuff going on. Spoiler: Anakin is in this episode, but yeah. No, yeah, maybe it's the Anakin stuff, but like this episode's been like phenomenal so far. I've been like, oh fuck, this is really good. Anyways, that's the Ahsoka review. Episode 5. It took us 5 episodes to be like pretty good off the bat, but here we are. Anyways,
fucking shout out to Captain Carson Teva.
Fucking dude.
Bitter Asian dude, man.
The better is their token Asian guy in the space world, bro. How many other Asians are there?
Hey, he follows me on Twitter, so he's good on my end.
Everybody follows you on Twitter, Jake. You have 1,000 followers. What's not so? What's up?
I don't know why.
We don't know why either. We're all still trying to figure it out. What's up?
Well,
Is that
fuck
Hannah?
you, too.
Yeah, Hannah, come on. Quit fucking teasing the stream.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
what up,
Hannah in months.
Hey,
it's
Hannah.
Hannah.
No more blonde.
Her hair's dark again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it's fall, and when you're a mentally ill woman, you have to dye your hair
Yep.
every time the seasons change. But we only get 2 seasons in Kentucky. You get summer and not summer. So
Yes, that is factual.
yes.
Mm.
So tell me the lie, Jake.
No, I lived in Lexington for 10 years.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just summer or it's not. That's it. Like
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really nice this week, though.
yeah,
Like the high is only supposed to be up to like 80.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be nice. Pumpkin flavors are already out there. You can literally taste the fall.
Yeah, it's still summery over here.
Yeah. Oh, is it summer in
summer
Arizona, the fucking desert?
Yeah, can you imagine?
The funny thing is that somehow Kentucky and Arizona plays by the same rules weather-wise. It's either summer or it's not. Like
Yeah. So we get 4 months of it not being summer. It's November through February.
yeah,
Everything else is just like it feels like Arizona.
it's
Yeah,
summer
but
one, followed by summer
Arizona-
2.
Arizona also gets like monsoons out of nowhere. Like
Yeah,
they're
that's-
fucking desert, but they get monsoons. How does that make sense?
No, it's crazy. Like this is not a real place. I still can't believe it.
That's probably fair. You guys get monsoons and giant human-sized like piles of shit out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was your Phoenix experience.
Dude,
who was
Phoenix.
talking to about that? Like really recently, like this past weekend or
this
something.
past weekend? Who did we talk to this past weekend?
Or 2 weekends ago or something. You were talking to
I
someone
was sick
about
2
that.
weekends ago.
You were talking to someone about Arizona.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll get there. I trust you.
Oh, you were talking to the
That
guy
was very
from the card
dismissive.
game thing.
The guy from the card game thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you were like, why do you have
I was talking to
piles of-
Oki.
No, the other one.
Kelly?
No, the one I don't know.
Steve or Aaron?
The guy that you were like
This is
meeting
riveting
with
content.
to talk about
Yeah.
your business.
Hey, Matt. I'll
Oh,
let you know.
Emmanuel.
Is he from Arizona?
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
Tempe.
So you were talking to him and you were like, why do you have giant piles of shit everywhere? And he was just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but he didn't deny it at all. He was like, he was just uncertain about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he said Phoenix is a shithole, and he's like, I live in Tempe, and Tempe is like a glowing, like one of the biggest blow up cities.
Tempe's just Phoenix. It's just like slightly south.
Yeah.
He keeps like Emmanuel keeps chilling Tempe, but like
No, everyone is trying to convince us to move to where they are. Like either
Yeah.
most
I'm not. Do not move to Alabama.
oh no,
No,
we're okay. Well, do we want more? If we want Kentucky, but more of the
Yeah,
bad
it's
stuff,
like-
we'll move to Alabama.
Yeah,
Jake.
I don't want condensed Kentucky.
Jake, why would I need to own a trailer park? You know, I would sell my house and buy a trailer park. That's what would happen.
I mean, you could probably buy a trailer park with your mortgage.
Probably. I mean,
It's basically Kentucky without the things I like about Kentucky.
yeah. It's like not really. I haven't spent much time in Alabama. Maybe none. I don't remember. But it's like I don't think it's got any of the pretty. It's got more of the people. You know what I mean? And
I mean, there are a lot of billboards that say like Jesus weeps for his aborted babies.
yeah, like
and,
it's just
like,
more
things like that.
We've got that in Kentucky, but it's like, one in every 10, maybe one in every 15 signs. I feel like Alabama is 1 in 4.
For some reason, there were
Yeah.
in Indiana.
Indiana, yeah, I can believe that.
No, my sister, when we were driving by, it was Labor Day weekend when we were driving through.
Mhm.
My sister and I, we were just like, do they not have anything to actually advertise in Indiana? Because,
Fuck
like-
you, Brandon Hannah.
Look how, hold on, Hannah, you see this guy?
yeah.
That's a pretty handsome picture. Hannah, wouldn't you agree?
Does it
You
not
see this
actually
handsome
look
guy?
like
No, he looks kind of like that.
that?
Kind of like that. I mean, like, it's not off, but
Is that his Tempe?
I'm mad
Picture?
about
That's-
the hair.
Yeah, it's his hair is really like
'Cause
12
I don't have hair.
Yeah, that's a southern thing.
See,
The
this is
longer
why
you
you gotta
grow
pop
it,
in our chat because we'll just like comment on your appearance.
Yeah,
We can't-
we absolutely just will.
We can't all be a Hannah first or last name.
No, that's
With
true.
amazing
But he's got no H at the end, so he's not. His isn't a palindrome.
But
Brandon Hannah, I'm glad to see you here hanging out. By the way,
no, like all the billboards.
Yeah,
have
what's
this
up, man?
stretch
What's up,
in
man?
Indiana, nothing to advertise, and I told my
Yeah, what's
sister,
in
I was
Indiana?
like, I think it's because there's nothing in their towns. Like
yeah,
since there's nothing in the towns, there are no restaurants or
Well-
anything like that. So there's nothing to put on the billboards but things about like
Jesus.
aborted babies and
Yeah, they're kind of
yeah,
like
I was
Yeah.
like,
it's kind of if you go through I-65, right? This is the main interstate on the East Coast, right, north to south. If you're going I-65
no,
from
it's not even on the East Coast.
ish, so
It's the main. It takes you from Chicago to Florida,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it's 65 to 75 to 85 to 95.
right. So when you're on
Yeah.
65, specifically anywhere from like Tennessee up, you're gonna get every other sign's a Cracker Barrel sign for the first of all, like, and then you're getting abortion signs, and God loves or hates you. I'm not sure which. I'm driving to Hollywood Home Depot to buy some ant traps. Any tips on how to get rid of ants, Hannah?
Actually, we just had to get rid of ants from our kitchen.
Yeah, so tell Bram he's asking for tips. This is
Well,
content.
You have to figure out where they're coming from, and you
Mm.
have to get the traps that have like the bait in them,
Yeah,
so that they take it back to where they're coming from and kill the.
Yeah, they got to get it to the queen.
yeah.
You got to kill the queen.
And then they'll just kind of get mourn, and they'll just kind of get sad and leave.
It's not a hate crime. We're talking about the queen of the ants.
Well, the queen's already dead, so
And then you got to kill the queen, and then the rest of them like die or something. But anyway,
or something.
No, they
Once you have
just
just,
give
like-
up on life. Really.
and
Yeah,
then once you have just a few kind of scattered about, you can kill those with spray.
right.
But you have to be patient. When you get those baits, and you'll notice they will all just like swarm it because it's basically just like sugar in
Yeah,
there.
it's all you can fuck
poison,
buffet,
It's poison
right.
sugar, I think. And so they'll swarm it. And so don't panic when you see like
50.
thousands of ants like around it. They've got to get it and take it away. They got to take it home.
Yeah. You got to let them go
They
shopping.
gotta- it's a long game
It's a long
with the bait. But
Ants are simps for queens. They are me. And then what I assume is an emoji, but it doesn't show up on StreamYard's chat. So,
Oh, does it not?
no, see how for me it's just the little like square.
but also double.
You don't
check
see the
that
crying
the windows
face?
are sealed well.
No, Hannah. Whenever you're looking at the screen at the end of me, what is it?
That looks like a rectangle.
Yeah.
Do you not see that emoji? That's crazy. I see it clear as day. It's a
No,
it's a
it's
one
not an emoji,
teardrop
bro.
emoji.
I wonder if it's
I
because I
don't
got
see
logged
shit.
out. That actually why I was running late. I was trying to hop in just through StreamYard regular because I usually
Oh,
but I'm
I
logged
gotcha,
out
okay.
right now for some reason.
so I'm the only one who can pull up the comments.
yeah,
That's okay.
it's pretty miserable. I don't like
Yeah.
it. So.
You're not the only one, bro. I can pull
Oh, yeah,
comments.
That's true.
Jake,
Jacob will
Almighty Jake over here. Can pull up
Jake will
comments.
just end the stream, bro. He'll fucking do it. So, Hannah, the last
I mean,
time Jake was on
that has happened.
It absolutely has. The last time Jake was on stream, so when you're leaving, Brandon says, rectangle, this is content, thank you. So when you're going to leave the stream, what you do is you go to this leave studio button, and then you leave, but the stream continues, right? But what happens when you're logged in is you have an end stream button. And what Jake did after about 10 minutes of stream, just was like, I'm out of here.
It's just like, and so is everyone.
This motherfucker got drunk, hopped on our stream, ended it, and then deleted it. It's gone. You can't
Oh,
see it.
I was shit faced.
Yeah, he was fucking hammered. He talked shit. He said, I'm tired of you guys talking shit back. Ended the stream.
That was the best thing that's ever happened on Twitch
Yeah,
Tuesday. That
do
was
we
great.
have that VOD on did we save that?
It's privatized on our channel, so if you log
Yeah.
into our channel,
I put it to private.
Okay.
But it was the only reason I put it to private was because I was searching for a new job at the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
not great timing on that.
Not the best time to be that hammered publicly.
Yeah, but I have a new job, and like today, I had a meeting with my team lead, and she was like, "I'm ready to start drinking. Can y'all stop noticing shit that I need to deal with?" So
Jake, how do you keep finding these
I
people?
found my people.
Yeah. Alan says, put an open box of Honey Nut Cheerios on your balcony or porch and let the ants go at it. You'll still have ants, but at least they'll be outside. Worked for me. Hannah, you're the resident ant killer expert. What are your thoughts on Alan's?
I think you're just fortifying the ants.
I think you're telling the ants this is where all the food's at. It's in this house.
And then you're making them stronger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that makes super ants.
You're making them stronger.
Yes.
I don't know.
They're already pretty strong, pound for pound, relative to their weight. It's like.
Well, yes, everybody knows that.
Dropping the second grade biology lesson over here.
Listen, some people didn't go to school.
That's true. That's true. Danny here was a homeschool. Who
Yeah,
learned?
basically the people that follow this channel.
Yeah, the only people following or watching this channel are clearly uneducated because they keep tuning in every time me and Nat have something to talk about, which then sometimes when we don't.
We've just been talking about it, so I have not been able to contribute to any of this. Like you were talking
you haven't, not at all.
And Kentucky ants.
Okay, so Nat, let's work backwards chronologically.
Let's go back to Arizona here.
No, we're not going that far back. We're working backwards from recent, right? So Nat, you've been to Greece since the last time we've got to see you.
Yeah.
Talk about Greece.
I went to Greece.
Do they have ants or piles of shit?
They have a lot of. They actually, yes, they do have lots of piles of shit from the stray cats that I'll get to.
But not human ones.
But not human shit.
There was some human shit mixed in there.
Fun.
So wait, real quick, were the guys eating the cat food then? Like, was that the?
Or were they eating the cat shit?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It's a mystery. We don't know.
Greece is so weird. All right,
so I can't talk about everything because we're on air, but
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Dylan told me a couple.
Yeah, we got the Nat After Dark updates. I told Hannah.
Wait. I haven't heard this.
You got to be in the Cyberthirst chat for that, Jake. Not even Danny's.
I've been banned.
I'll tell you all about that.
Okay.
So basically, so I went to like 4 places. Basically, I went to Athens, I went to Kalambaka, Mykonos, and Santorini. So the first stop was Athens, and as soon as I got off the plane, so here's the thing: I went with a group tour, and I was looking for a cheap one because they're all like way expensive, and I had picked this one because it was cheap, but that was like before I read the reviews.
Oh no!
The reviews were terrible.
Also,
and I'll put this out there.
Can you put on Brandon's comment while Nat's knocking?
I really don't want to.
No, it's
he
pretty
doesn't
good.
have it. He's not logged in. He's logged out.
I'm not logged in.
I'll put it up. That is nothing about ants, even though it's
Wow. Rip.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm gonna click log in.
Yeah, okay.
Nope, there he goes.
All right, so Nat, you shopped cheap in Athens. You said I'm gonna go to a different country, but I'm just gonna
put this out here. I went with Exotica. Do not go with Exotica.
Okay.
Don't do it. I know it's cheap, but it's not worth it.
Triple A, Bear Squad in the house. Triple A. Hannah, you gotta put an A up.
I don't know, Dylan. I don't know what that means, and I've got to. I have to.
Nat, what does Triple A stand for?
It stands for All American Anteaters.
Does it?
Today it does. Whenever, so me and Nat did a AAA live, and every time anybody asked us what it stood for, we made up a different thing every single time. Today it stands for All American Anteaters.
Well, I don't eat ants. I feed them poison.
You know, I had a whole list of acronyms that I haven't gotten to use. It's in my notes somewhere.
Ferris says, I thought it was All American Asians.
Depends on the day, first.
That's true. And to be fair, I always preferred it to be all Asian Americans. I like the Asian part coming first.
Oh, that would actually make sense because that is what we are.
My family was Asian before they were American. That's just the law. Fair, so was yours.
Right now, we're
So-
talking about an Asian in Athens.
Yes.
I would like to hear more about
Oh.
Oh,
this.
Asian
Yes.
Athens Association. Asian American Athens. This
Asian
is
American
the story.
Athens. Yes.
So anyway, all right.
So
I'm done interrupting. I'm done. I want to
No,
hear
you're
this.
not.
Okay.
This is the
So
whole bit of the show.
So I do not recommend Exotica. If you want to go with a tour group, go with a different one. Exotica sucks.
Exotica
so I
sounds
got off.
like a stripper tour group. To be fair, I can see why you picked it.
It's Exotica with 2 C's.
Oh fuck, that's bad.
Which you yeah.
Exotica.
Of all the letters they decided to double,
It's that
why
one.
was it that one?
You could have did 2 X's, but they went with the
2
C's.
X's.
Fucking Greece, bro. Anyway, all right. So tell me about those cat and human piles of shit.
Well, this isn't a Greek company. This is just like an all-encompassing tour company. But so basically, I got off the plane, and also forgot to mention, I did not realize Athens was on fire before I got there.
I was telling you
told-
that.
No. So I found out after I bought the
Oh yeah, whenever you were bought the ticket. Yeah.
Smithy says he's popping in the Twitch chat. What's up, Smithy in chat and Twitch?
Smithy speaks.
So I got to Athens. I get off, and there's a person waiting for me to like give me my itinerary, tell me like what times I gotta be wherever and
Did
whatever.
they have the airplane signs?
Yeah, they did. So she had like a whole stand of like names, and I was like one of them.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that personal. It was like you have to go to a wall.
They're like 4
when they
names.
have the dry erase board with just your name.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my bucket list.
So she had that, and she was like, "This is where you're going to be staying. This is where people are going to be picking you up, and all that. So you're staying in this hotel, and here's your driver." And then this Greek guy comes up, and like, "Oh, I'm your driver." So we walk out of the airport, and he checks his phone. He was like, "Oh, I'm not your driver. That's someone else." So he goes back, and I have to wait for a different driver. So it's like not the best start so far. So while I was waiting for that driver, she was like, "Okay, I got to tell you some stuff about where you're staying in Greece and all that." So first,
that's never good for the record.
Yeah. She was like, "So Greece has drinkable water, but I would recommend bottled water." So I was like, "Okay, that's a good pointer."
Okay.
Also, your hotel is in the red light district.
Okay, we're winning so far.
I was like, oh, that's fun. That's probably not the ideal place to stay in Athens, but I'll take it.
You're like, all
And
right,
she's like,
that sounds like it's a bit in the sketchy area, but it's the kind of sketch that I like. So mixed vibes. But
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then she was like, so because it's in the red light district, I don't recommend walking out at night. Just be careful, like, and also watch your pockets. And I was like, okay, I won't go out at night. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll skip forward a little bit. People in my tour group were told the opposite thing. Like, it's totally safe to walk out at night. That was not my experience. So I got to my hotel, and this hotel is a 4-star hotel. At least it claimed to be a 4-star hotel. But there's a disclaimer at the top that's like,
out of 10.
The only reason we're a 4-star hotel is because we bought our way in. They paid for their 4-star hotel.
You can do that?
Yeah. What?
I guess you can do that. What? Can I not pull up Jake? That's what's going on.
Yeah,
Is Jake pulling himself in?
Yeah.
Okay, there he is. So this was not an actual 4-star hotel. This is just it was on
so
paper.
This is just an advertised 4-star hotel. When
Yeah.
It's really about...
Or you're like, that was actually just the name of the hotel was 4-star hotel.
Right. Yeah.
They actually had it like a subtitle to the hotel. So it's called, I'm gonna put them on blast. It's called the Polis Grand 4-star hotel. That's what it's called. And they have it on their banner and everything. It's like advertised everywhere.
Yeah.
So I get into my room, and this fucking hotel room, it's the smallest bathroom you've ever seen. It's like a closet. There's like no room to move. Like if I was like, imagine if you were like a 300-pound man, you would have.
When you're on an airplane, like the airplane bathrooms that are like, you are like, it is you and it is toilet and that's it.
It was slightly bigger than that. The main issue was like the shower was really small. Like there's like it's super small.
Yeah.
I just imagine you get in and you're just like,
Yeah, like
Yeah. That's if that. So and also like Athens, obviously a beautiful city. It's
Sure.
Athens, but
take a look for it.
just a lot more like graffiti than you think. Like I was shocked by the amount of like graffiti there was. Like even the airport, it was just like it was pretty inserts, including my hotels. Uh, so that was my first exposure to Athens was this shitty hotel in this red light district of Athens.
Right.
I did circle back to Athens after I went to Kalambaka, but I'm gonna skip forward to that right now.
Mhm.
So a part of my tour group, this girl, she was like, I was telling her like the person met me at the airport told me that once I go out the hotel, turn left and I just walk for like 10 minutes, and you'll be in a nice area. So I did that. It was not
Mhm.
nice. It was just
Mhm.
like the same thing. And then the girl in my tour group told me to take a right instead because that's where she went. So I did that. And Dylan, you know this story very well because I sent you
Yeah.
videos.
This is where you ended up.
So I was feeling good. I was like had a nice romantic dinner with myself. Looking across at the Acropolis. It was self care, you know.
Sure.
And I was slightly buzzed. Had some wine. I had some whiskey. Feeling
Yeah.
good. So
Wine
I
and
walked out.
whiskey. Hold on. First of all, you had both of those?
I had a glass of Merlot and then finished. I was like, you know, I'm gonna go for an old fashioned. And I was like, got an old fashioned. And then so this was at the hotel restaurant and at the rooftop, and it's actually like really nice. They once you finish your meal, they give you a free shot of like this Greek liquor, and it's
Okay.
like it's really good. I was feeling good, so I walk out. I turn right.
Yep.
I keep walking.
Boy,
I kid
did you.
not. I kept walking. There were crackheads on every single block, man. Just like homeless people, is like drugged out of their mind. I kept walking, and then eventually I got to a point where there was this guy wearing nothing but overalls, just like tweaking out, just like screaming, running up and down the street. Like, oh, I'm not going this way. There's also a stray dog just like randomly running down the other side of the
Yeah.
road. I was like, oh, I'm gonna turn it around, but I didn't want to go back the way I came because like the crackhead. So
Yeah,
I
right.
moved over a block, then I walked back,
Right.
and this is where I got lost.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
I got so lost in the red light district. I didn't know where I was. I walked around for like an hour until I
yeah.
finally found my way back to my hotel. So yeah, that was the negative part of Greece, I would say. Eventually, I did find the nice area in Greece. On my very last day, we went back to Athens, and I was like, I'm not walking. This is a 20-minute walk, so it's doable. But I'm gonna call a taxi. So that's what I did. I went to a nice area. It was very nice. But also, this is when I lost my debit card on the very last day. My debit card just like
you pulled a Jake, man.
Yeah, you bar tapped it. Why? God, this is a call to action.
Yeah.
When we go somewhere, we lose something.
So I when I was checking out of my hotel, I was paying for something I had taken out of the mini bar, and I reached into my wallet. I was like, "Oh shit, my debit card's not here, and I don't know where it is." So that was the good end cap to my vacation.
Yeah.
But no, otherwise it was very good. Athens had some like really nice parts, but again, tour group terrible. We went to Kalambaka where we like visited like a bunch of monasteries, which I wasn't crazy about, but you know, it was cool. It was they were all on these hills and we had to walk up, and it was a lot of walking.
Sure.
So here's where the next start of the story goes. So we went to Mykonos, which is, if you don't know, it's an island in Greece, and it's like it was by far my favorite part of Greece. It was like just so beautiful.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan loves it.
Oh yeah. So we went to Greece, and I'm with a tour of like 10 other people, and over the days we had like grown really close. Like I like these people. These people are really cool.
They're your family now.
They're my tour family. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to Mykonos by ferry, and then the guy was like, who was reading off the names, and he's like, "Oh, Vu, you're with me." And then I was like, "Okay," so I get my own separate car. They take me to the hotel, and I'm the only one there. My entire tour group is on the other side of the island. It's just me in my own hotel. Like I was asking the guy, I was like, "Hey, you know, there's anyone else coming?" Like I came with a tour a group of people. Like, oh, yeah, when they usually do that, they're like 30 meters down the road. Like, oh, come to find out they're on the other side of the island. So I didn't see them. They just put me up for some reason. And then we get to Santorini, and they did the same thing. They put me on a separate hotel, just me for some reason.
That's really weird that just you. All right, Nat, really quick, demographic question. The rest of your tour guide or the rest of the tour group, if you had to put an ethnicity to them,
were they yellow?
Jesus, Jake.
That's what you were getting to,
Dylan.
Welcome back from Alabama, Jake Yakavetta, everybody.
That's what you were getting to.
No, I was wondering.
You gotta use a different word than yellow. That's
buddy. You gotta. That's borderline. No, what I was wondering is, are you the only one that is looking or presenting non-white in this tour group?
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So there was an Asian couple, and there was a family that was Pakistani.
Okay.
And I think there was one black woman and the rest white.
Okay.
Were you the only single?
So there was a good mix. Oh, I'm sorry. There were only 2 white people and the other 2 were Mexican. So it was a very diverse group of people.
Okay. And Hannah asked, were you the only like one person?
Yeah.
Like, were you the only single person?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Because like I had to book my and I had to pay like extra because
I also paid extra because I chose to not have a roommate, but no one else had a roommate, so I probably didn't have to pay that.
Yeah.
I didn't have the option. They said like if you're traveling single, you can't have the option to have a roommate. Like you have to.
They're like you're gonna get assaulted.
No. What? No.
Jesus, I was gonna say I would be a roommate, but not if I'm gonna have to assault someone.
You got to. It's in the contract of the tour group. Hannah also penny pinched on her tour group thing, so it was like
I absolutely did.
It was either she pays extra to not have a roommate, or the alternative.
That's not correct.
I'm sorry. That's how
it said. If you're traveling solo, you have to pay an upcharge, basically, because they do not put people together who are not traveling.
Oh, I had the option to pay to have it cheaper, but I would get a roommate. That was my. That was
and fuck that, right? We're too old to be having roommates. This isn't college.
And that's another problem, I think, with your tour group.
Man, I would be roommates with any of y'all.
Jake, you absolutely would be a roommate with any fucking stranger because that's just you, though. Like, you're like, listen, I live in Alabama. Everybody's a friend waiting.
No, I'm specifically talking about you and Nat.
Yeah,
and Hannah.
Well, if you came along, I would be your roommate, but I'm not rooming with a stranger.
Yeah, I get it. If it was any of us, sure.
I'm a delightful roommate.
I might even room with Hannah, but like.
Jesus.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't room with Dylan if I didn't have to.
That's true.
He's not the best roommate.
Whoa, that's fucked up. Yes, I
am. I know that from experience.
Oh my god.
Oh, shut up, Jake. Don't you
He's all the time. All the time. I'm like, Dylan, this is going to be my hair towel. Do not use this towel for your hands.
I never use that.
Do not put it on the floor.
I'm definitely not rooming with you, Hannah. If you're doing hair towel.
Right. No, thank you. It's going to get used for my ass. I'm using your ass
towels, and I'm like, this is the towel I'm using for my hair. I'm putting it way over here so that it is not confused with the towels we're using for our hands or our bodies. I was like, please just don't use this. Don't throw this towel on the floor and use it in the place of the bath mat because it's not a bath mat. We have a bath mat.
Yeah, and it was your hair towel.
No.
And then Nat would dry his balls off with it.
It's true.
But basically, I keep having to request more towels because he keeps misappropriating.
Dry my balls.
Yeah, just sometimes you got a ball towel. It's the same thing. Your hair towel is my ball towel. Okay, so Nat, you're on the island. You're on Greece Island, and it's just you at this hotel.
The one island.
Greece Island.
Yeah.
It's just me at this hotel, and I don't have. I didn't get their number until after we we met up again. So it was just me. I had no way of contacting anyone. I was like, yo, who am I gonna get dinner with? I was have to walk in the Mykonos town alone. So Mykonos, streets are like so the passenger walking area is like so small,
Hmm.
and like these cars are just like, zooming past you. So it's actually like pretty scary. And I actually like fell on my last day, and I almost like died because like if a car had come, then I would have been done.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Nate's like, well, hold on, you almost.
What?
You- Jake, you almost got Fast and Furious. Is what that's saying.
I was gonna go
I-
get a beer and I heard I was about to die. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, Nat, the clumsy little goose that he is, was walking around Greece and slipped on a banana peel or a human pile of shit, one of the two. And as apparently you only get so much wiggle room to fall, otherwise you're just in the road because in Europe everything's the road and they like to have no speed limits. So I guess you almost just got.
Yeah, I know. I grew up in Europe,
I know.
They have
But,
there are no lanes.
but I'm gonna get a beer. I can
all right,
still
go get your
hear.
beer. Yeah.
So
All right.
Nat, continue.
All right. So Nat, you almost get beheaded. Go on.
I think that's like pretty much like my the whole story. Like
Pretty much
unless you
it.
have any questions for me,
God
like
damn
ask
it!
me.
Oh, I have a question.
Oh, hey.
So
Yeah.
you made friends with like all these people. So I want to think, or I really want for you guys to all put on a production of Mamma Mia in the spring. I think that would be really great since you guys all went to Greece together. I think that would be a really nice reunion for you and for me to watch because I want that.
Yeah. Well, that is a good idea. I don't think I'm going back to Greece. So
Oh.
I've already done my time in Greece.
Wait,
I've seen all I've seen.
hold on. Isn't Amanda Seyfried in Mamma Mia as well?
Yes, she's
Yeah.
like the one.
She's the
Is
star.
she the? Hi, it's me. I'm the Mamma Mia.
she's the daughter.
It's just like Succession when Dan Aykroyd comes at the end and it's like, "Hi, it's me. I'm the Succession," and then the show wraps.
Yep, that's how it ended.
Okay.
That's the way it ended. Succession.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I love that Harold in chat is just like in Greece it's a banana peel, in Phoenix it's a pile of human shit.
It's true.
Harold gets it. Local other Arizona resident William Harold recognizes what a literal shithole Phoenix is.
It wasn't actually a banana
I-
peel. I just let nothing.
Yeah. So now,
I can't talk shit about Phoenix. Like I liked it,
oh
but I spent most of my time in Scottsdale, and that's
Yeah.
the
different vibes. Different
upscale,
vibes.
Like the nice-
bougie.
Yeah, it's like the nice college.
But also, you like live in Alabama, so any place looks better than Alabama.
relative. Everything's relative,
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of like if you're from Arkansas, everywhere looks really, really, really nice.
Yeah. Well, Jake's not just originally from Alabama. I mean, he's now resided in Alabama. He's been to Germany. He grew up in other places. And also, he's a Carolina guy at heart.
Oh.
Yeah. So, again, that's not helping the argument. I still feel that way about Carolina as well, as a matter of fact.
Well, fuck you too.
Having been to Raleigh was actually pretty okay. I had a okay.
Raleigh's all right.
Raleigh's all right. Yeah, I'll give you that. Raleigh's all right. Raleigh kind of actually looks like a Kentucky city. Like, you know how when you're like going to Pier 65 on the pretty part, which is
I've been
Kentucky?
to North Carolina.
Yeah, but Raleigh in specific is what I'm saying. Like, you know how there's like the little foresty, like, you know, the pretty foresty like drive.
It's like, is that still like Appalachia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Then of course, yeah.
Right. So it still has that similar like Appalachian vibe, you know, Appalachian.
Appalachian. Yeah, well,
But
Yeah.
I was born in the mountains of Transylvania County. So that's all I got.
Well, your Panthers are blue. Hannah's family members in the
Panthers
mountains are blue. So
Fucking suck.
we all get it. But Nat, what I want to know is how many.
What
Greece-
about the pineapple though?
Nat, I want to know how many Grease hookers you went through. No cap.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was
For real,
saying
for
that I
real.
can't talk about that on air, Dylan. What are you trying to do? No, but
if
honestly,
you
I
wanna
didn't
find
find
out more-
any.
Yeah,
All I found were crackheads. I didn't find any.
I know.
sex workers.
That's the best part.
you don't know that they weren't. hookers.
Hey, this is C2A after dark.
Yeah,
You can spill it.
this is
I
C2A
will-
after Prime is what everything me and Nat
After Prime.
Jake.
C2A after we actually fucking mattered.
Have you ever seen ESPN's Have you ever seen ESPN after sports got abolished? There's not really a whole lot for us. So then me and Nat just started riffing for like 3 years. But okay, so Nat, better question: how many crackheads did you see while in Greece?
Oh, I'd stop counting after a while. There were
There's
so many.
There's so many.
There were more crackheads than like normal people in Athens.
How many, like, relative to like Los Angeles crackheads? Like, how many would you say there were? Like,
I don't know that I've
in my specific neighborhood, there were a lot. I would
A
say
lot.
like more than most LA
Like-
neighborhoods.
oh,
What's the difference between Greek crackheads and LA crackheads?
overalls. If you were paying attention to that story, it's
Well, but my stepdad goes around wearing only overalls.
it's true. He does, but he also lives on.
Yeah.
Well, not going around like
No.
around the house.
Yeah.
He doesn't go.
Oh,
out.
he doesn't like walk down the streets of Athens yelling at people and
No,
tweeting
he's
No.
them.
never been to Athens.
Although
But-
if he was, that may be something on
But he does go around yelling an awful lot because he has Alzheimer's. So
He's 80.
Oh, this got sad real
he's
quick.
Or is he
actually
81
he's
now?
81.
Yeah, he's 81. Yeah.
But yeah, he goes around the house and sometimes in the yard wearing only his overalls. But he actually has done that for decades.
Yeah, this was before
So
the Alzheimer's thing too.
That's actually just a personality quirk.
Yeah.
Wait, who were we talking about?
This
My
is
stepdad.
her stepdad.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dylan.
But
Dylan just walking around in overall. I promise you, I cannot tell you if and when I've ever worn overalls.
oh,
before.
they're insanely comfortable, Dylan. There's no like waistband.
Insanely comfortable.
Jake,
They are.
Jake is not convinced.
There's no waistband.
There's no waistband.
That's why old men like them so much. They're just held up by the straps.
Give us like 6 months, and Dylan's gonna be wearing like rompers.
Yeah, romp hems. Yeah, is what they're
Yeah.
called. First of all,
No, they're that's why old men like them so much. Is they don't have like a tight waistband. They're loose around the belly,
yeah.
and so they're just held up by the straps up top. And you don't necessarily have to wear a shirt under them if you don't want to.
Ain't that the truth?
But if you're going to church, you can put a nice button up.
You put
Underneath.
underneath the under, and then you wear nothing for pants because that's overalls.
Because they're overalls, they are pants.
Nat, have you ever just worn a nice button-up shirt, your boxers, and then overalls?
Because that's
I
what my
can't say
stepdad
that I
used to
have.
wear.
No, I don't think I've worn overalls since I was a toddler. Like I
Insane.
definitely haven't as an adult.
I know there's one baby picture of me in overalls, and I think that was literally the last time I've ever worn.
Yeah.
When was the last time
I
you were
think so.
comfortable?
Yeah. Is it?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, same for me too.
Maybe that's why we have such a mental health epidemic in this
Because
country.
we're not wearing overalls.
People are not rocking overalls.
It's because they're also uncomfortable with these waistbands.
No, I every day, all day, every day is basketball shorts and a fucking t-shirt.
It's true. It's true.
That's me.
With a little bit of beer spilt on it,
I
a
wore
little bit of
mine.
Oh
sugar.
no, there's a lot of beer spilled.
I know, but when you start the day, it's usually only a little bit because it's either dried up or old. But hold on, Nat, put on Harold's last comment in the chat. A couple of years ago, this would have led to 20 people rocking overalls at a live event. Oh, I miss
The
our
power
celebrity
you think we
style.
have.
I would have worn overalls. I want a
You
pair of
would've.
shorteralls
Shorteralls I can kind of fuck with though.
I
think-
Girls
I
with
think it was-
shorteralls.
with like a little
I think
tank
it was
top
Paul or
underneath,
Danny
and a
who
flannel.
like started this overall trend, then it would happen. But it's me and Dylan, and Jake. Well, Jake has more clout than either of us combined, but
That's true. He has 1,000 followers for some reason. I promise you right now, Jake, I've got no more than 40 followers. And of those 40,
oh, you have more than that, don't you?
I'm sure I
Chandru
do.
follows you.
On what?
Chandru does follow me. And Chandru's
He doesn't
the
follow
goat.
me.
Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I still have 192 followers. Who's following me?
Bro, you got more followers than I do.
Oh, hey, Amethyst follows me. Oh, hey, Final Fantasy. Recheck
You ever
my-
like go through your followers list and you're like, damn, I can't believe William Bibiani follows me.
No, I don't know who. Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that because I know why they all follow me.
I don't think that's a real person.
That's not a real person. That's a bot. Okay, most of mine are bot because
Matt,
I paid
you
for
get
it.
What?
I'm kidding. No, I would never
I
pay
was
for
like, don't.
that.
I can't believe Kelsey's dad hasn't followed me back. That's crazy.
Oh, Kelsey's dad, like, I never know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah,
I
Wait,
started following him
some-
since Kelsey brought it up in the chat, but I have no idea what he's talking about either.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of interesting.
yeah. No, you're always like, wow, there's something definitely really cool going on there. Oh man, I'm gonna fuck up my whole like algorithms now. It was already pretty fucked because Twitter is garbage, but
No, mine's like, mine doesn't show me anything I want to see.
what? Girl, you can't be following me. I'm gonna tell them off next time.
What?
One of my I was scrolling
Well,
through. One of my clients follows me on Twitter. I'm gonna talk to her
I
about
follow
that.
all y'all. It's good.
Well, maybe that's where maybe we're just getting like Jake's like fall down like ones, you know, like Jake's the umbrella and he follows us, so people just kind of like these guys must be cool, and then we're like, first of all, I don't know what
They're
much of anything,
sadly mistaken.
and then we get like, and then we're like, fucking Subway sponsor us, and they're like, who are these people?
Dylan used to tweet a lot about stuff I said in my sleep.
Yeah, that was a fun thing for a while. It was my favorite.
I put out like banger tweets and no one likes it. Like I put out this tweet. It's
I
like,
know.
know.
I say funny things and people are like, no.
Yeah, they're like, we're not here for
I
it.
get humbled.
Yeah.
I put out this tweet that was Twitter Tentacion, and I got one like from a sex bot.
Yes. Wait, was it a grease sex spot
Oh, if I had seen that, I would have liked that. That's funny.
though? Yeah.
Right? I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was like,
funny.
I'm thinking of good tweets out here.
Yeah. My tweets are
Yeah.
also just like, I farted, and it gets like 10 likes, and then it's like anything I do smart, it's like, hey, here are some thoughts about this, and it's like no likes. Yeah, so I'm just convinced.
Oh,
That,
Alan Smith just liked my tweet. Thanks, Alan.
thanks, Alan. You're the best. No, I miss our Z tier celebrity status sometimes. You know, I miss like being able to just soak up the sun and talk to the other minor celebrities that are still bigger celebrities than us. Speaking of, local Portland writer and former movie trivia Schmodown competitor Eric Zipper had dinner with me and Hannah somewhat recently, a couple
yeah.
weeks ago.
We went to Portland.
Yeah, so we were in Portland.
Zip is the best, man.
Zip is the fucking best. Hannah?
He was delightful.
That's so
I had
sad.
never met him.
Yes.
He was so nice and such a fun person to talk to and chat with.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
sat and talked forever.
Yeah, several hours.
Yeah, Zipper's good.
Yeah.
We gotta get him on Twitch Tuesday.
He-
No.
Such a nice guy.
I had a similar experience. When I met him, he was like, "Holy shit, you're here!"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah.
And we just sat there and talked for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah. He's, you know what? Just a wholesome fellow. A wholesome fellow that Eric Zipper. And like here, so I know, and obviously we talked about movies and stuff for a while. We talked about just kind of like how jarring it is to see like Schmodown pass. But thankfully we didn't sit on that very long, mostly because I think me and him knew to read a room and not like make it all about that with Hannah. We did talk about Kaiser for a while because of course it's like what a
Yeah,
fucking
top of
character.
Kaiser.
Yeah, right. And then like both of us were
That's my
trying.
guy.
Jake, here, do me a favor. Do your best to this. Okay, Hannah has never met Kaiser. Do your best to describe Kaiser to Hannah, because me and Zipper were trying, and it never felt like. Yeah, exactly. It never felt like we were ever getting like it across enough. You know what I mean?
Basically, it's someone you never want to take a selfie with.
Okay, that's
That
the way he
sums it up.
shows it.
Like every time I'm around Kaiser, we talk shit,
Yeah.
and it's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And most of the shit that we talk is like back and forth between us.
Yeah, that's his love language, is shit talking, and then having it received it though. But he wants it back though. If he goes just one way, he's gonna get bored. You know, like you need to hit him back.
Yeah, I mean, he's my guy. I love him,
Yeah.
but fuck him.
Yeah. That's probably the closest we get to it, right? Like me and Zippo were kind of like, yeah, he's kind of like a New York grifter with like a surprise heart of gold, but at the same time, he's still definitely grifting you, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's always just cycling back and forth between those two stages. Like he is a man of two faces, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if he likes you, you will be his best friend.
Yes, Kaiser's like a low-level mob enforcer who will break your legs but hang out with you while you wait for an ambulance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, correct.
Nailed it.
Chat, whoever
Yeah.
else is in chat, give your descriptions of Kaiser, because it's just like I love painting the narrative of this man.
Yeah, I will say he is great. He is an amazing friend. He will check in on you, make sure you're doing okay. But when you're actually like hanging out, then it just goes to shit.
in both good and bad ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaiser's the kind of guy where I feel like if I was in town and I was like, Kaiser, you want to like get some drinks, like, and he popped out, we're for sure calling from a jail at some point that evening. You know, is that inaccurate?
That's fair.
Like one or both of us will have lost our credit and or debit card somewhere, and one of us will be calling from jail for bail for the other. Like,
I think my favorite story about Kaiser, it actually tied into Gucci.
oh god,
Like they had to like get something. I don't even know what it was.
with them it's best not to say because I'm sure it's illegal.
Yeah, I mean it was like walkie talkies or something.
Okay.
And Gucci hit up Paul and was like, "Hey, I need you to get me a U-Haul."
So Paul,
And
who lives in New York, is getting a call from Gucci in California telling him, I need you to get me a U-Haul.
Well, no, we were all in.
Oh, this is while you guys were all in LA. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, we were all in LA.
Okay, because them calling Paul while Paul's at home would also not surprise me, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Paul actually fucking did it. There's no fucking way that I would ever give Gucci or Kaiser a goddamn U-Haul
right,
in my name.
A
There's
vehicle
no
under your name? Can you imagine?
And apparently it was to transport fucking like walkie-talkies. Like what?
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 Like, were these like boxes of walkie-talkies? Like,
I have no idea, man. You have to ask Paul about that.
I would, but Paul doesn't come on the show. Oh,
Let's get Paul on the show.
Well,
get
that's
Paul.
because he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
But
Jake, you've been trying to light this cigarette for like 5 minutes, buddy.
I know.
I'm seeing
I'm just like,
the suspense.
well, I've been talking.
I know, but it's just been here's been you.
And then you're just like,
But
I am gonna light this cigarette.
I'm
And
sure
that is gonna be
watching a
my
video
end
game
of
glitch.
Yeah.
my end of my night.
yeah. So me and Hannah were in Portland.
Mhm.
Had a largely very fun time.
Were you there for your Final Fantasy card tournament?
Yeah.
I had a great time. Just
Yeah.
want to say,
Yeah.
went to the art museum by myself.
Yep.
Oh,
It was
nice.
fantastic.
Hey, well, we went to both the Japanese and the Chinese botanical gardens in Portland.
And went to, what was the name of that mansion? We went to like a historic mansion. What was it called?
The
The Piddock
The
Mansion.
Piddock Mansion.
Which has like a view out over like all of Portland.
Oh yeah, it's
beautiful.
gorgeous. You know how when you're like,
And you can also see like Mount Hood in the distance.
you know when you're
Gorgeous.
in like LA and you're up near like you're driving up the hills and you just randomly get a like beautiful shot of the city, you know?
Mhm.
Like when we
No.
were going to like Nerd Chronic's house and like it was like on the way you'd be going up the hills and you could look back and it would just be like, oh, this is
Yeah,
a
sure.
really lovely view. It was like that, but like up a mountain.
Are you talking about when we went to Nerd Chronic's house and you
Left my
lost
phone
my
in the
goddamn fucking comics? That
I don't recall that. I did leave my phone in the Uber, but we did get it back, so thankfully.
I remember.
Yeah, I
Are you
remember.
talking about this second time where we didn't get invited to Mark Riley's party and then we hung out
Yeah.
and watched Home Alone 2?
that had nothing to do with me.
Listen, when they invite all of C2A, but a couple of people, they didn't invite all of C2A.
No, he said the whole crew.
And
And
somehow me and Nat, yet again, we're not in the whole crew.
It
Can
was
you-
just me, Paul, and Danielle.
Yeah, which is weird because I could have swore at the time we were all in the same podcast, all going and traveling to the same city to go hang out with pretty much all of the same people. So Hannah, I'm confused. Whenever you hang out with your friends,
I mean, I
Hold on,
was
Nick, hold on.
chilling with Ash Crossan and
Yeah.
Perry. And
Yeah, Perry. We see Perry all the time on the movie screen before movies. With
Yeah.
Perry's movie picks.
I hugged her. So
Yeah. So Hannah, if you go out and you're going out with like, let's say a crowd of friends, right? And your guys are going.
I'm
to the same
gonna
place.
piss. You go
Oh
ahead
no!
and-
You should hang out. I'm trying to
No,
maybe
no,
help me
you
solve this riddle. When you guys go to go eat, do you guys sit at the same like booth when you go to a restaurant? Or do you like go to the restaurant and then they sit on the other side of the restaurant, but it's actually the other El Maz across the like town?
I was gonna say they're sitting at a different restaurant that's next door.
So like we've got like a couple of El Maz restaurants, like El Maz, you know, like
yeah,
it's a Mexican
it's like-
restaurant with like the same name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like it's like we got invited to go to El Maz, and they're like, "Hey, we'll see you there." But really, they went to the other El Maz, and they had no intention
They
of
went
going
to
to
the
your
one
El
on-
Maz.
Yeah, they went to the one on the bypass instead of the one on the Nashville Road.
Yes.
Ah.
So that's what happened to us, Nat. We we went to the bad El Maz, and then they didn't even actually end up going to El Maz. They said that's where they were going, and then they went to like Mexico for actual authentic food, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
because we've established this. There are El Maz people and there are Portos people. So they probably
Yeah.
went to Portos.
yeah, they went to Portos.
There's Portos.
I like Portos.
I think it's fine.
We should go back to Portos.
Portos, maybe.
Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
That's the other. There are like the two Mexican places in town. One's El
Well,
Mazatlan and the other one is
no, those
Puerto
are
Vallarta.
those are the two sit downs, and then we have El Magoy,
Well,
and then we have Tex-Mex, which we have Chewy's, but that's a chain.
no. Yeah, but the two local places have like multiple like locations.
You'd be surprised how
But
many
they're
Mexican
still-
places we have in this place.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's all people.
So
eat.
I have an update. Because Smithy and Harold liked my tweet.
Uh-huh.
Quiz Show, who's not watching the stream, also liked my tweet. So it's already getting traction.
Hey, listen, you're in the algos now.
Maybe I should. Where's my phone?
I'm in
I'm
it.
gonna go like it.
Go like his tweet. Yeah.
Okay. Be back.
Hannah's gonna go like your tweet. Now, so we go to Portland and delightful. I mean, we got to see Zipper. We went to these like Asian gardens that were like this big recreations. I never know. And I went to you know how they have like the sushi train places, right? Like the revolving sushi.
Yeah.
Dude,
Sure.
I cleaned out this one sushi place after we'd been walking around all there, right? So we'd been like,
yeah.
we'd walk like several miles of like tracks at that point. And Hannah, we went to the sushi place. How many plates did I eat at this sushi place?
Okay, we had to make two towers of plates.
Yeah, so you pile them up because they gotta like count them later.
You made 2 towers? That's very topical.
We made 2 towers of plates. And like a tower and a half of was probably just me.
You know what?
I mean,
I've said in the past that I really dislike sushi, but I'm starting to like develop kind of a taste for it. I think it's
Bro.
because I'm not like an avocado or a cucumber guy.
Yes.
I don't like
yes.
yeah.
No,
But I've had
I'm
like the tuna rolls and the
Tuna
what is it, sashimi?
Yeah, the
That's
tuna
good, too.
sashimis.
Yeah.
Have you had the umagi, like the just the egg roll, like the sweet egg? Like
No, I
just-
haven't had that. I don't think.
Yeah, very very good. Listen, so
I gotta try it.
here's what I'm gonna do now, because I'm with you. Up until recently, I've been very much not like a raw sushi, big sushi guy, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
saying within maybe the last like 12 weeks, and then like
Oh, really?
yeah, like
That's
this
that's around the time I got into sushi too.
right. So maybe it's an Asian full moon thing or something for us, where it's like
Yeah.
okay. But Hannah, back me on this. I mean, like, sure, I like moonlight roll and like fire roll, but I don't really like.
Those are like deep fried rolls.
Yeah, well, fire roll is just on fire. Yeah, but like I haven't been like a raw sushi guy. And then we went to like Portland, and I was like, I'm gonna
Well,
go fuck
you like the rolls that are like the like.
cream cheesy.
Well, you like the deep fried rolls with like cream cheese and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you like just the like raw sushi with like nothing else. Like you don't
Yeah.
want any kind of vegetables or anything.
No, whenever they're trying to toss all the vegetables and shit into my roll, I'm like, I'm kind of a
Yeah,
purist.
I don't like that. I don't like the vegetables
No.
that they choose.
I don't like too
But
many
you wouldn't
flavors.
think that cream cheese works with sushi, but it really does.
It does, dude. It makes it so good.
Cream cheese.
Well,
works
it
for-
does with the crab.
Crab, yeah, that's fair. Crab on most things is pretty good. But no, so like Hannah, I think like I surprised Hannah because I was like, I've been watching a couple sushi videos randomly, like just I don't know, falling down the rabbit holes that I usually do. And I was like, I kind of want to try like all these sushi rolls. So then when we went to this
Yeah.
like conveyor belt thing, I was kind of like, cool. There's at least like enough similar rolls I can fuck this up, and I just fucking did. Delicious. So I think it's honestly now I think a little bit of his mind over matter. Like I used to think it was like a palate thing, like that it just wouldn't hit my mouth right. But like
Yeah.
I
No,
do.
I definitely get that. Like your mind will tell you that you don't like the certain food, and then you
Yes,
try it, and
yeah.
it's like it's not that bad. Like for most of my life, I was like, I hate tomatoes. Like I don't want anything with tomatoes in it.
Yeah.
Then I just like I'm gonna have a burger with tomatoes. That's just like let's just try it, and
Sure.
it wasn't bad. Like I like tomatoes now.
Nah,
So it's like-
tomatoes. Tomatoes suck.
Ketchup's fine, but ketchup is just like watered
Yeah,
tomatoes and
that's
sugar.
different.
I know it is. It's
yeah,
like
for the longest time, I really liked ketchup. I just didn't like tomatoes, so I was the same way.
yeah.
But I mean, tomatoes are. I'll take or leave tomatoes.
Like totally depends on the context. Tomatoes, like on a slice on my burger, I'm not so hot about. Like tomatoes that
Oh,
are
really?
like yeah, like you put tomatoes in like a chili or a salsa or like
Well,
Or like
that's
sauce.
very different.
I'm right, but even if it's like chunks though, right? Chunks of it, like you'll get the chunks and you're like,
Yeah.
but like chunks of like chili or like a sauce, I'm like,
tomatoes.
Yeah, but I don't need a goddamn 2-inch tomato on my burger.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want it. I want a tomato sandwich.
ew.
Mm.
Like
Oh,
I don't
Subway
do
sandwich.
BLTs.
Yeah.
I do BL sandwich.
BL me's.
I cut up a tomato for my salad today.
I
and
mean,
just
get-
ate the other half, just like
Raw?
like an apple.
Ew.
Ew.
One out of 5 of my tweets are
It dripped
actually
down my face.
He's saying that because Hannah followed him.
follow handful of Smith. You should. Alan Smith is the
Yeah,
best.
I have like 130 followers, so
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
130, huh?
Alan Smithy's name isn't even Alan Smithy.
what?
Hey, shoot down the link, man. Fuck it. Let him
Oh.
join the conversation.
Yeah, I'll let him join. I mean, we're gonna be on for another like 10 or 15 minutes, but we'll let him join in the chaos before we go off. Because I gotta finish this episode of Ahsoka.
I'll go ahead and send him
Yeah,
one.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Kaiser could do that unironically. That's the kind of guy Kaiser is.
Yeah, that's just Kaiser being Kaiser.
Yeah, like.
I'm picturing a guy with like a little tiny stub of a cigar at all times. Just like
He has a toothpick. He has a toothpick all the time.
okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the something. in
See,
your
you're getting
mouth.
there. You're getting
Okay.
there. Yeah, he definitely got. He's got
He's
that.
a toothpick guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up a video, a Schmodown video, really quick. Oh man, I can't think of the last time I typed Schmodown into the Schmodown Kaiser.
What the fuck is the Schmodown?
Okay, so
He's a toothpick guy.
yeah, this is like what he generally looks like, right? Like this right here with like sunglasses and
And a fedora?
the fedora. Unironically, he runs a fedora.
Fedora and a toothpick?
Yeah. Here, let me. Okay, this is the Ultimate Schmodown show. Nobody watches Schmodown. So.
I do not feel bad about getting them banned from Twitch.
Ultimate Schmodown show?
Oh no, that was Roka's thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine. We can.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. And we lost that.
That's wrong. Technical. Kaiser's always having technical difficulties. That's the other Kaiser trademark.
There's Alan.
Yeah. Nat says.
Nat's gone. I'm
Hey!
here now. Wait,
Add
he's
it
back.
real quick.
Okay.
Okay, Nat's back. And now with Smithy. Now we have 5 whole people on this show. Alan,
I
how are you?
Look
never-
at that. We got more people on the
never-
show than have viewers.
That's right.
Sure.
The only one I
I-
give a fuck about is Hannah.
What now?
There you go.
You're the
Yeah.
only one of us that matters.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
This is the Hannah
Thank
show
you,
featuring.
Hannah, for following me on Twitter. That was amazing, and you will be seeing some excellent, ironic, and wackadoo film-oriented tweets.
It's
And
true.
like I said, 1 out of 5 is good.
Hopefully, because right now
Yeah.
the algorithm is awful.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing them.
You
Yeah.
may not actually
Yeah.
see your tweet for several years, actually, because
That's fine.
yeah.
Twitter
It'll
makes
still be a
people
banger. when it-
crazy.
Alan.
I have had several beers with Alan. This is my guy.
And we're
Wow.
having one
I love
more
you, man.
too, buddy.
Alan, real quick, what
Yes.
are your thoughts on the delays of Dune 2 into like March or April of next year?
Well, I directed the miniseries version of the original Dune.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my name comes from, and there you can actually see that online. That it's like my name on the desert, the Dune Desert. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to the theater this time, and the original time it was straight to TV.
Right.
So that's a big deal. That this is the one people want to see in the theater.
right.
so,
We've never got to see a Dune 2 in theater before.
I think they delayed it just to fuck with people because of the strike. They're like, fine, we'll deny you Dune 2. And all these people are like, we'll use Dune 2 as a tactic to make people turn against the guilds. That's what I think.
Right, because
Well,
it was
there was that.
deleted.
There was that one fucking reviewer that was like, "Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
I'm so horrified that Dune 2 is gonna be
Oh, yeah.
delayed because I just want to suck Timothy Chalamet's dick so
That's
hard."
what she said, word for word.
That's verbatim.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the so hard part. She didn't just want to suck Timothy Chalamet's dick.
So
she wanted
hard.
to suck it so hard.
So
Right.
hard.
Back
Jake,
Yeah.
you know Twitter, man, because I saw that tweet and a lot of people were like, girl, shut the fuck up. Kind of thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah.
Smithy, I just want to say, speaking of Twitter, I did go on Twitter today and I saw that picture of you from like 4 years ago. And honestly,
Yeah.
you're a very good looking guy, but that was a jump scare to see you without facial hair.
Without the beard, the fucking
Yeah, that
well,
was-
I was also much heavier. We'll just say there was some extra poundage back then when I took that picture. But
Yeah, I bet you were giving it as much as you had it too, huh, buddy? You were giving that extra poundage. Tell him. Show him what it really is.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the beard makes you look thinner too. It's like a
Yeah.
thing,
No, I
you
was
know?
about to say, it looks like you lost weight between those years. Did you just straight up lose weight?
The
Like-
beard is just like a I don't give a shit anymore kind of thing, I used
Yeah.
to care more, and post COVID, I'm like, fuck it, beard time. Boom.
Right.
Some of
Post
us don't
COVID,
really have that
everybody
option.
was
Jake,
like, fuck it.
Look at Jake though, man. His beard is like tonally all brown. There's no gray in there at all. Jake is a happy man. You could
I
tell.
know. Well, Simple is a simple does. You know what they say, Smithy?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, damn.
No,
I don't know, man. Hey,
I'm-
Jake, are you still in Alabama? I thought you were going to be in Virginia at this point in your life. What's going
No,
on?
I told them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're
In
still
Virginia.
there. You're still good. You're still good. Anyway,
Mm.
Yeah, I got a new job. It's all remote. I'm working here in Alabama.
Yeah,
Cool.
we made Jake ask for double the raises like 3 times in a row,
nice.
and he got it because
That
well,
was-
they
That was you guys.
that was all
Oh,
us.
That was all us.
do not give these motherfuckers
Listen.
credit.
Jake only got that $sign because we said, Jake, baby girl, you're worth every penny. You go tell him. You go tell him. And then you know what? Jake said, listen, I've got 2 guys who I'm not sure are geniuses
Yeah.
or fucking idiots.
My yellow friends.
Ugh.
You gotta stop calling us yellow.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
can't
okay.
you can't say that. You can't say that. And for the most part, me and now
I can say it to you.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I wouldn't encourage you to. But yeah, we said, Jake, you go tell those young people that you're worth every penny, and then he did, and he got like it was literally like a $20,000 difference or something, right? Like,
Bro, that was all us.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility.
hell yeah, we do. It was us. We twisted Jake's arm.
Yeah,
He was like, I'll just do it for a
yeah.
Budweiser or something.
Yeah, it was definitely.
you gotta get a case of Budweiser. That's just
Right.
not one. I think
I
a whole
know.
keg.
Jake was like,
I'll
listen, I'll do it for beers. And we're like, no, Jake, get real money. You can't pay your rent in beers. And I don't.
Remember,
Actually, in
Where would he be
Alabama, I
without
don't
us?
know.
Oh, what? Yeah.
In Alabama, you
But-
may be able to.
It's, Bud Light is currency down in Alabama.
Well,
Hey,
so
wait,
Bud
Jake.
Light.
Well, not- maybe not
Jake.
Bud Light.
I don't know.
Jake, do you root for
Maybe not Bud Light
Bama or do
specifically.
you root for Auburn? Are you on the? Do you care about either of those
they can
people?
both go fuck themselves.
Oh, dude, he likes the Panthers. He's down with the Panthers.
Yeah, he's a Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
There it is again.
There it is again.
Bam! All right, just checking.
Hey, you ever
My-
you ever see
My
someone who loves
mom,
sports
my
so much?
mom went to Bama, and my dad went to Auburn. So they fight over this constantly every year. That's why I
house
asked.
divided.
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I get that. Nat's a New York guy. I'm a Seahawks
That's-
guy. So
We don't have to talk about football. After.
How is-
I don't know shit about football anyway. I just know about those 2 teams, and since he's an Alabama guy, I brought him up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm not a fucking Alabama guy, man.
Bud Light is illegal in
I'm
Alabama.
just saying. I got a tracker on you right now. It says you're in Alabama right now.
I
It's
feel
there.
the same way when people call Jake an Alabama guy when people call me an Arizona guy.
Yeah.
Like that's where I live, but it's not like what
That's
I.
not who I want. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, you know, when Bruce was trying to convince, like, what's her face? Katie.
Who's Bruce?
Bruce
Anyway.
and Batman. And, like,
Oh,
Batman. And sorry, you just
So
always
not everyone is just always talking or thinking about Batman.
That's
Fuck.
weird to me.
Okay.
Not
Spoilers
everyone
and
just
shit.
refers to
You're on like friendly terms, and you just call him
On a
Bruce.
first name basis, yeah.
You guys,
You
are
guys
down.
know what I mean. So, when Bruce.
Well,
When
who
Bruce
the
is
fuck do
talking
you
to
know
Katie
that is
Holmes.
named Bruce?
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Nah.
I met Bruce
I
Lee's
said,
daughter.
who do you know that is named
Bruce Wayne. That's who I know. Next question. So.
Do I know Bruce?
You started
Hey,
this
now
conversation
don't get
ahead.
mad at me because this is a thing, but like there's 2 Godzilla things out this week. Have you seen either of these things?
Yeah, no,
Godzilla movie, Godzilla TV show. They
Yeah.
look badass, dude. That look like double Godzilla's
The
coming.
fuck
The new-
does that have to do with Bruce?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
yeah,
Campbell.
no.
Bruce.
The
Bruce.
Godzilla Zero Part whatever one, the coming out of Japan looks sick as fuck, right? Like
Yeah.
it
It
looks,
looks like Act 3 of what Oppenheimer should have been. You should
Really?
watch Oppenheimer and then just flow into Godzilla movie, and you're
I'm-
there.
it
It's
really
a perfect
could.
double feature.
Right, like you can never watch Oppenheimer in Japan though. You have to fly to a different country to watch it.
Basically.
Like they literally
Wait,
were like,
what the fuck were you talking about?
oh, so
I'm just as lost as you are, Jake.
Anyway, I changed the subject.
Yeah, Alan's moved on.
I'm trying to get views, dude. I'm getting views for you
Wait,
guys.
So
Let's
what's
talk
this thing
about the
about Bruce?
Flash.
Like, who was Bruce talking to? What are you talking about?
So,
Dylan just started this conversation in his head
no.
and like then
Oppenheimer's
brought you guys in. Like,
Yeah, so I was saying that, when you're trying to convince somebody, when you live in a place, but this isn't like that's not how you identify home, right? Like I've lived in Kentucky more than in any part of my life now at this point, but like I'm always gonna be a Pacific Northwest kid at heart, right?
Yeah, you're not a
So,
Kentuckian.
No.
Wait, where are you from in the Pacific?
And I am not an Alabamian.
No,
Just
Jake's
curious.
an Alabama guy for sure, but no,
just curious though.
the
Where are you from?
Dylan.
the Seattle area.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You
There
can
you
tell
go.
by my laid back temperament and my quick speaking demeanor.
And it's raining on you right now. That's
It
what I
is.
can
Oh,
tell.
Jesus Christ.
That's accurate at all times, but that's only because our dog is sick and he's
oh
been
God.
vomiting and shitting everywhere the past 3 days.
Damn.
He's
So
looking,
have I. You haven't
he's looking pretty
Yeah.
good right now, guys. I think he's
given me
alive.
any fucking.
Oh my God.
Nat, can you get a banner that says "Is Griffin alive?" And put-
That rat is huge, man.
Yeah.
You got huge rats out there in Kentucky.
Yeah,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Is Rufio Filipino? He is, in fact, Filipino. I do love that banner, though.
Oh, what's his name again?
The actor?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I
Yeah,
used to
here.
know that. Schmodown.
Actually,
Anyway,
let
never
me-
mind.
Let me
No, he hasn't moved for like several hours.
Dante something.
breathing.
Yeah, Dante something.
He's breathing.
William says,
He-
"Has
he's
anyone ever seen
breathing.
it with the Detroit hat on?" I have not seen it without a Detroit hat on.
Like a Lions hat? A Detroit Lion? Who?
So that
Detroit
isn't-
what?
Blanket.
Yeah, it is.
Just Detroit.
And
Just
that was
says Detroit on
gifted,
the
though.
Ah.
That was gifted to us.
Speaking
There
of
you go.
hats, I need to take that off. It's
Yeah,
just
you gotta
fucking
take
hot out here.
You gotta take that hat off, buddy.
What's your temperature there, Jake? Because we've been in the hundreds out here where I'm at lately. Are you in the over hundreds?
What?
What?
The
Ugh.
over 100.
Well, we got California's hot as hell lately. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The over hundreds is a thing.
oh, is he like? Does that never happen out there in Alabama? Jeez, I thought you guys were hot.
Yes,
you, have,
it
When it does, we
I
die,
mean,
though.
just Not
Like-
right now.
you guys have the humidity, and when you go outside, it's and that's all the bugs that are waiting to like attack you.
It's
Yeah.
actually
Have
pretty
that.
loud. You can
Yeah.
hear it through the window right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, like hold on, everybody go. I wonder if you can you hear it on my mic?
The bugs?
Yeah,
I can hear them,
but can
cicadas.
they hear the cicadas? Is what I'm asking.
Probably if I open the window.
Well, if you would stop
No.
talking, maybe they'd hear the cicadas, Hannah.
We can hear your air conditioning.
Okay, yeah, it's a quiet but notable
Yeah.
hum.
yeah.
No, yeah, but anyway, the point I was trying to make for like the 9th time is that
Tigers.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Tigers, but I do have a custom blue and white one for the Lions colors. Ew, Detroit. Anyways, when you're trying to convince somebody that you're not something, it's like when Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins is talking to Rachel, and he's like, "It's I'm more than just what you see," because he's Batman, but he's like all she sees is him banging models and buying hotels. He's like, "I'm more than that."
Yeah, he's also Bruce.
Oh, in that scene. But he has
Yeah.
two supermodels like swimming in a pond behind him, so it's hard to
Yeah.
believe what he says,
Right.
Like,
But Alan, movie trivia, what models are the actresses in the movie?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I know movie trivia, not models. Right, sure. I don't look at models. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
who are they? The hell?
I have no idea. I was hoping you
Well,
would
what?
know.
I thought they were famous. It's
Who's hoping you
Zoolander.
know?
It's Zoolander and Hansel wearing wigs.
It
That's
could have
what it is.
been. We,
Yep.
I just realized when you first started saying this, you said Bruce and Katie, and
yeah.
it just made it even more confusing.
Well, I couldn't.
It was just
I was.
like,
I couldn't
who are
remember.
Bruce and Katie.
I couldn't remember Rachel's name, but I was remembering Katie Holmes, and I was
know,
getting
it
there.
Katie
was
Holmes,
just
that's
like,
okay.
remember when Bruce was
How
dating
could you
Katie?
forget? Rachel. You
I
just
know.
remember.
That's what I could hear.
Rachel.
I could hear the loud "rah rah" in my head, but I couldn't get the syllables. Like.
Nice.
But then you made me think I was thinking you were talking about our friend Katie, and I was
No,
just like, so who's Bruce?
Yes.
screaming out other women's names, Dylan, is not a good idea. You know. So don't
Turns
do it.
out, has that ever happened to you, Alan?
Happens to
Oh
me.
no. I don't have enough women to like accidentally call one something they're not. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nat, you're laughing. When have you
No,
you
it's never happened to me. I'm very good with names and being respectful and all that.
He's very good with names.
Respectful.
Nat's
So
like,
while
listen,
he's trying to enjoy the act, he's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna forget her name." And he starts focusing.
Yeah. That's what actually
No,
puts him over.
Katie,
I have a rule.
oh,
If I forget her name, I'll just leave. I'll just go.
you
Yeah.
just leave.
You're a better
Wait.
man than me.
This won't finish.
Wait, hold up. I need to unpack that. If you forget the name,
Then I'll
just
just pack it up.
leave?
I'll just leave.
You leave.
Like,
So
no,
now-
I don't get to finish.
It's if you are caught forgetting the name. If you forget the name, that's in your head.
No,
But
if I
wait,
just
what's
think
going
in my
on?
head, I'll
Oh man!
Oh, the news,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh
Ah,
man!
What?
I didn't
I'm
know
hovering over Leave Studio.
No,
You're welcome, everybody.
Jake's hovering
Welcome,
over
everybody.
in stream is what Jake's fucking hovering over.
You're
In
welcome.
broadcast is what Jake's gonna hit.
Hey, Jake, you're saying nice stuff for me for the year. What happened to that?
Yeah.
I have not said anything negative about you.
The floor. I'll take to the floor. I enter the room. He's gonna leave the studio.
Yeah. That's a negative connotation to his.
Is that like Jack
Oh,
Daniels
man,
or like is that a
fuck you.
Snapple? He's drinking like a red
It's
Snapple.
a
or
Jack
something.
Daniels watermelon punch.
Oh come on! You just
Wait, hold it.
you just-
What
you
what
just
did you
poured
say?
a
Jack
Gatorade
Daniels watermelon,
punch?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like pineapple on
that-
pizza. PLD.
No,
That's fucked up.
no.
Oh,
This
I
is actually
have a
better.
pineapple pizza in the fridge.
No, I'm about to leave
God.
the studio.
Nat, can we just have like Alan, Paul, and Jake run the show whenever we're not doing it on weeks, and it's just be
Oh yeah,
called
please.
Three White Dudes Bitch About Shit?
Yeah,
And then-
yeah.
I think we have more weeks where we don't do the show than we do. So
Our
they're free to
show-
throw
we
in
do.
whatever.
Yeah.
Our version of the show would be called Cock Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the three dickish white dudes you could possibly find, and then seeing what they get up to.
Why?
There'll be a-
Look, why is it gotta be the white dudes, man?
Why you gotta make
we're
about
white.
race?
I'm just
Because we're white.
disappointed.
It's not like I ever
that
said anything
It's
about
weird
the
not
yellow
to
ones.
address to address everybody by their ethnicity at all times. All right.
Like these
I'm
damn
totally-
yellow people are always mentioning my
I
whiteness.
know. I know.
I'm just mad that since PLD
man,
has come
I
on,
fucking love
my
everybody
screen is
that's on
smaller.
this screen.
Like with 4 people, I was bigger. What the fuck, PLD?
I know.
Well,
Jesus
you know
Christ.
what? It's my job to make you all look a little smaller. That's my job.
That's true.
That's what happened. Damn it.
Fun fact: when me and Nat were writing the PLD play, we were gonna. I was talking about like skits that we would do in it, and one was that Paul would come home, and I would like sit down because obviously I'm playing Paul, and you would hear an unzip sound and a large like bowling ball like thud hits the ground, and Nat would be Paul's wife asking, Paul, did you just let your dick out again? And he just goes, yeah. And that would be it. So, yes, case in point, Paul is here to make us all look smaller in
I just-
comparison.
It
This
is
was
what
a
it
great
is.
It's
play.
definitely a thing
I'm
that
really
we
upset
talked
I didn't
about
get
for
it.
sure.
Wait, Hannah,
It was-
did you not like veto this bullshit?
No.
I'm hearing all of this for the first time.
This was,
like,
yeah, mine,
like this was a play with how many acts?
at least
So,
3.
like, I'm just saying the bowling pin hits the ground, but then the bowling balls also have to hit the ground to
dum,
make a
dum.
thud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Balls.
Place sounds like it's at least 10 acts at this point, the way you're going.
Right. But see, the funniest things is to us, it would just be little, like, 2 little, like, chimes, like, ding, ding. You know?
Ding, ding,
like-
ding, ding. That's fair. That's fair.
You ever hit, like, two triangle, like a triangle twice, you know?
Yes,
Just-
yes.
Yeah, see, it just would have been that. But
Love
me and
it.
Nat had to stop writing it because the writer strike. And
Oh,
That's
right.
right.
right. Solidarity.
Solidarity.
Solidarity. Fuck
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore, man. E.T.
Drew
Barrymore.
Saw that.
I know, Hannah, you love keeping up with celebrity trash. What is it? What's going on with Drew Barrymore?
She decided to resume her show.
Why?
Yes.
Who's she gonna
I
have
don't know.
on?
I think I saw where she had like posted. I did not read it.
Yeah. I don't know, but let's crucify her over based on the headline with 0 extra info.
Yeah, fuck her.
Fuck Drew Barrymore.
We've definitely done more with less information than this. So.
That's absolutely true. We have. You know
She'll
what?
just be on The View. Then she'll just go on The View, and they'll have her as the extra person. No big deal.
You know my favorite Drew Barrymore like actual get fucked moment is one time, I think it was Stephen King. Don't quote me on this. There's somebody famous had seen her Playboy spread whenever she first did Playboy, and they said, "I really wish that you did do that." Like just
that would have been Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg. Okay.
Basically her godfather.
I was like Firestarter. I was like, he was upset about Firestarter being ruined.
She was 3 in Firestarter.
One of the famous Stevens was upset about Drew Barrymore. Here's Playboy trivia for the evening.
He said it.
She was 3 fucking years old in Firestarter.
She was not 3.
He said
She was like 8, I think, but okay.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fucking.
But Jake, you're obviously not following the conversation, though. She didn't do the Playboy spread when she was 8.
He said Stephen King, and that's the only thing that has to do with Drew Barrymore is
I was
Firestarter.
just like, what?
Also,
Stephen King's always critiquing somebody, to be fair.
Cat's Eye as well, I believe, there, Alan.
Yeah.
I'm going to get canceled now. She was 3 in Cat's Eye, too, PLD. That doesn't help anything.
I think she was a little older than that. She was like 6, I think.
Like, I just saw that she was like getting used like non-union.
No, the issue what it was.
I was referring to adult Drew Barrymore.
Yes,
in the strike.
What
thing.
it is.
All right.
As far as the strike goes, this is what it is.
Yes.
She is not violating the SAG strike. She is violating the WGA strike because she formerly had WGA writers on her show that worked for her show.
Yes.
They're coming back without those writers. And so if she's writing, whoever is doing anything for that show now is now officially scabbing the WGA strike. That's the issue.
Yeah, good job, PLD, for reiterating what I said.
I said it more sober and more understandable and more intelligible.
It's true. I understood it better when Paul said it. This usually happens.
Well, fuck you.
We don't all speak Bud Light, Jake.
Yeah.
Jeff Snyder just wrote an article about all this shit. He defends.
Wait, he shouldn't be writing.
Fuck what Jeff Snyder says.
I give a fuck.
You know.
Jeff Snyder's
That's honorary Asian Jeff Snyder.
Yeah, whoa. I can't believe he said such derogatory.
Jeff Snyder's from the most racist city in the country, Boston. Jesus Christ.
It absolutely
That's
is.
true. That's not wrong.
But here's the thing. Jeff Snyder has never dropped a C on us once. So
Wait,
never
Jake,
called
where
us
are you
Jello.
from? Where are you from, Jake? Because that's the most racist city. Because Jake is the most racist in our chat.
that's true. At any given moment, that is accurate.
He's not even defending himself. I love it. He must have lost his earbud again.
Yeah,
He knows
probably.
he got him.
Paul,
Yes,
how are you, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I saw you were live. I got excited. I was like, you know what? I took the night off. I watched the Ahsoka episode. I'm going to get ready for the content with that. And I'm like, I'm here. I see you guys live. I might as well join my friends because it's been a while for us too. I mean,
I know. Paul, I want to hear your thoughts on it. Get back to me on that in main chat whenever you watch it. I've only watched the first half, but it's it's a significant leap. Like,
wow.
Okay, so tell me if this has been the case for you. You're a bigger Star Wars nerd than me, but episodes 1 through 4 on Ahsoka so far have been mostly just fine to like peaks of like pretty good. And that's all it's been for me.
Oh, come on. PLD is 100% behind this stuff.
You should be. You're probably a little bit higher. You're probably.
I enjoyed it a bit. I understood why people had pacing issues with it, but it didn't bother me as much. I believe in Dave Filoni, and I know that he takes a slow burn sometimes approach. So I'm all in on it. Like I understood that people who aren't maybe used to Filoni's work with the animated series, they might not get his feel. I think it's perfectly long.
Clone Wars and things like that. 100%. Sure.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people back in the day were saying Rebels was full of filler, and like it's not exactly the case with him. It's just the way he tells his story is a little slower than some. Some people are on board, some people aren't. I'm one of the guys who is on board because the payoff is worth the journey usually. So
So I've been on board.
He has old school Star Wars directing that it's like move it fast, have lots of action. Sometimes they don't give you the action, you know.
Right.
Anyway, back to you.
So I'm a Rebels guy. I've watched Clone Wars. I dig it. I'm a Filoni guy. I'm on board with it. But the first 4 episodes have been a slow burn. It's not been bad. It's been like pretty cool at times. Sabine getting stabbed with a lightsaber does bother me. Like,
yeah, I got to the
past
point.
that.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of it. Not for the reason everybody else is. It just feels like, because I mean, they did show her afterwards. She got hit in the side. Okay, I get that. And I think the problem I have with it is less about her surviving and more about how it just is going to be a silly trope where all of a sudden lightsabers aren't going to be as important anymore. Because
I don't like lightsabers not being illegal.
It's happened again twice, right? You know,
it's like why didn't she pull it out and then cut her head off?
The reason why, here, Alan, actually, my Holy Snokes partner Matty Gunner had a thought about that. His thought was he didn't want that. Shin didn't want to kill Sabine at the moment because Ahsoka was there. So if she killed Sabine, Ahsoka would have come right after her and not worried about her. If she leaves her alive, Ahsoka's going to stay and take care of Sabine, allowing her to escape.
It's the sniper bait strategy, right? You don't kill them, you shoot one, then they go try to rescue them, and you take them out like ants.
Absolutely, or at least in this case, escape and get out of town because Ahsoka. I think she knows Ahsoka would kick her ass.
We hate ants in this podcast.
Well, at least like cut her left arm off then next time. Okay,
that she should have done. That she should have done.
So, all right, here's to wrap my thoughts, and this is kind of just what I said at the beginning of the podcast. And this is like, again, I don't know where the rest of this episode goes. I want to watch the first half. The gas is full fucking throttle from like this point on. Like it has been. Like, I've thought it's been fine to, like, good. This has started off good to just immediately being all great. This
episode was phenomenal on every level. At the end, I'm ready to go. I can't wait. I want episodes 6 or 8, like, right now. Because at the end of the episode, you're like, okay, I see where this is going now. Let's get there.
Yeah. Okay, also, follow-up thought. Is it just me, and it usually is, but I want to double-check this, is Ahsoka, in a way I'm not complaining about, had a lot of very ass-focused shots, not just with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but literally with Sabine and even Rosario Dawson.
Yo, there was some ass.
This episode, this show is caked, bro. Like literally, it's like
a lot of cake.
Yeah,
chopper cake too.
Chopper cake is the droids are not getting skimped either, buddy.
We're getting in Hollywood we call it the male gaze. That's what we call it. The male gaze.
Right. It is strong in the show. I got a feeling that they're trying to make sure if you haven't watched Rebels and Clone Wars, you can still appreciate parts of the show.
Yes. They're like, we got to give him something, and then they put Mary Elizabeth Winstead in that like jumper thing.
Yeah.
You don't like my new pants.
Yeah, that's true.
Even my wife was like,
I did not expect that white girl to have that much ass.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead? Oh, bro, you haven't been paying attention then. But
Obi-Wan, girl.
She's got Obi-Wan. Yeah, she's got Obi-Wan. You know, she hooked up with Obi-Wan.
It made my weenie tingle.
Yeah, I think Mew's probably a top 5er for me in that. I think we've discussed this on an episode before.
Yeah, have we
did do a discussion about our
we did do this before, yeah.
You know how these video timelines have like a peak when the excitement comes? It'll be when Jake just mentioned his weenie. That'll be like the moment where it'll go up.
You do see the viewer count immediately drop. I haven't watched any of these shows. Danny.
Oh no, went up. Come on.
Danny's too busy. Danny's too busy fucking listening to trailers.
Why isn't Danny on this? Why isn't Danny on this? By the way,
he has the link. He can join whenever he wants.
He's too busy listening to Taylor Swift.
Here,
he said his internet was bad.
Yeah, he always says that. But the original for the record,
true, it always is.
The original pitch of this episode for Twitch Tuesday was that we were going to do and not show the visuals, but we were going to do a content review of Grace and Jen's most recent content. But we don't have access to it. So we were going to make Danny subscribe to both Grace's new website and then Jen's site. So we could do it'd be a blind review for our viewers, but we would be able to say, okay, so this is what our thoughts.
I have access to those.
Jake knows all those. Jake knows all those people. He just has to DM them, and they'll send the link.
I know. It's either him or Paul, but neither of us cared enough to about this show.
That's far enough.
Yeah.
The process only goes so far.
Right, but we want to make Danny.
I mean,
who's the one with the crippling
it's just weird because they're like my friends. And
listen, we're not doing it from a sexual perspective.
This is all transactional relationships, Jake. These are all transactional relationships. So transact and get us that link.
Hannah, is Alan the only one that gets it in this whole?
Get him on this show right now. Anyway, no.
Alan, you just
Alan's saying the quiet
corrected
part
me.
out loud. Say it, Alan, for the people in the back.
Oh wait, I don't know how this headset works yet. I thought it was off. Anyway, look at it. Has these lights on it. See that light? That's fucking cool,
No,
man.
listen.
Look
I
at
think,
that,
I think
dude.
Grace and Jen
Oh,
are
that's
lovely
sick.
and supportive people, and I'd love to support them in any way. And which is why we were going to do a blind review, talking about, all right, well, here are our thoughts. Here's how it's going on. That's
that was the
just it.
show tonight.
That works.
But-
That works for me.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah, you do.
Get past my bedtime.
It's
but
bad.
also,
Later, Hannah.
I read
Check my
Drew
tweets.
Barrymore's statement,
Okay.
and I hate it.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
her statement? For before you go.
Basically, she was trying to get like good deed tokens in her statement, and she's like, "These are good things I did, and I think this is for the greater good." Because I think
I am
people
going
need
to help.
She's
me
like,
through this tough
she's like,
time.
my show is about bringing people together, and because I'm bringing people together, I need to go back. And I'm just like,
Sounds like Drew Barrymore needs a peach.
She
in
was
her.
like, "I'll be right here."
Yeah.
If anyone ever says the words "for the greater good," it's usually not.
It is 9 out of 10 times usually meant to kill people. Actually, like,
It's always the bad guy explaining their plan. So like,
Yeah.
that's the vibe. That's what that vibe gives me right there.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore peaked in Charlie's Angels 2 Full Throttle, and then we haven't cared since.
Wait, was that before or after Ever After? I do have a soft spot for Ever After.
Before Ever After.
Okay, because I do like Ever After though.
Okay, Ever After actually wasn't bad, but
Exactly.
very good.
yeah, was told to be
Okay,
good.
well,
Exactly,
I'm
William.
gonna,
Later,
I'm gonna
Jake.
salute
All right.
Hannah and
Is this the right order?
Paul.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Love
so
you, dude.
Just
I'm not.
Paul is an amazing person.
okay.
What
do you have on him, Paul?
Alan
This
can
guy's
go
fucking
fuck
plastered right now.
themselves.
No, this guy's wasted. He's gonna end the stream.
Jake will be back in 10 minutes. He just does this every now and then.
Anyone
Yeah.
hit
Come on.
No, I'm good right
All right, Jake. So remember, it's the bottom button. It's not the corner button.
now. Shut the fuck up.
Wow, so aggressive.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
it's not like you
I
haven't done it
said
before.
the only people that I like are Hannah and Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not that I'm aggressive. You're still being aggressive to Dylan.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
That's fair.
Anyway,
I mean,
guys.
Smitty didn't say a bad
Dude,
word.
know,
about
I
anyone.
was like-
want me to end the stream?
I got nothing here. What the fuck?
All right,
Anyway,
guys. That's our show. Make sure to
Bye,
tune in
Jake.
next time.
I'll see you in hell, Jake.
It should-
Okay, I'm ending the stream.
should be less
No.
than. It should be